your name, young man? Are you the lawyer? What's your name? Hello, Oliver. How are you? Good. You're dressed awfully nicely today.
Daniel Slauson.
Welcome.
And Carrie Slauson.
Welcome.
And Sophia. Soon to be Sophia Slauson.
That's right. All right, let me start out by swearing all of you in, and that means you too, Oliver, okay? So I need you all to raise your right hands for me. Do you all solemnly swear or affirm, that means promise, the testimony you'll give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Oliver? All right. We have everybody sworn in then. All right, let me start out, Ms. Kayla, let me pick on you first. Is this your only adoption that I have with you today?
Only with you. I have 3 other kids being adopted, but not in your courtroom.
Okay, all right, I need to ask that question. Let me start out, let me ask you, what do you do for a living?
I place children in, or sometimes they're already placed, in their permanent homes, and I work for Jefferson County Division of Children, Youth, and Family in the Permanency Planning Unit. And so we do a lot of things to try and get to this day, which is a kind of like the birthday for them under their legal birthday.
All right, and are you the party that has the authority to consent to the adoption today on behalf of the division?
Yes.
All right. I've had an opportunity to read the report that you prepared for the adoption today. Is that true and accurate to the best of your understanding and belief?
Yes, it is.
Any amendments or corrections?
I don't know, is this where I'm supposed to say it's in her best interest? Okay, so I would just have nothing other than my comments about the family.
All right, and have you provided all the background information that you have that's pertinent to the care or custody? Okay. Are you aware of any other actions pending the care or custody of the child?
No.
Okay. What would you like to tell me about the adoption?
Well, I guess the fact that Carrie cries more about how happy she is with this happening and gets teary-eyed, that just makes me feel that this is a match made in heaven, literally. And the family has just met her needs and exceeded that. This child was not an easy little baby. She came to them with lots of issues and would cry for hours on end, and they just been steadfast in her care and making sure that all of her medical needs as well as physical, emotional needs have been met. And I'm real proud of them and the job they've done with little Miss Sophia.
Right. And so do you consent to the adoption?
I do, and that truly is in her best interest.
All right. Let me start out, Mr. Slauson, I'll pick on you.
Okay.
Can you introduce everybody to them? Just kidding. But generally, who do we have here? Who's?
This is all of the family, basically. This is my parents and Carrie's parents and all of our brothers and sisters and their children.
Okay. Very good. Wow. That's going to be a big Thanksgiving. Where are the grandparents? Congratulations to you guys. My mom and dad said if they'd have known being grandparents were so much fun, they'd have just done that first. So, all right, let me start out. Mr. Slauson, are you aware that we are here today and that the court may enter a final decree of adoption?
I am.
Is that what you're requesting?
Absolutely.
Have you received all the background information that you've requested from the division?
Yes.
Okay. Any additional questions that you have for the division or information?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Are you aware, and do you understand that if the court enters the final decree today, then Sophia becomes your legal responsibility as if naturally born to you?
Yes.
That means you'd have an obligation to support and educate her, and she would be entitled to inherit as if naturally born to you.
Okay. Yes.
You're okay with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have adequate income and facilities to provide for her care?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about any of this?
No.
Okay. You ready to get this done?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you believe this adoption is in your daughter's best
I
interest?
do.
Ms. Slauson, how are you?
Doing great.
Good. Did you hear the answers that your husband gave?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask you just a couple but basically, would your answers be the same?
Yes, they would.
Okay, I have some of the same questions and a couple different. Are you asking the court to enter the final decree today?
Yes, please.
And that means that Sophia becomes your legal responsibility as if naturally born to you.
Yes.
And you'd have an obligation to support and educate her, and she'd be entitled to inherit as if naturally born to you.
Yes.
Tell me about how she's fit into the family.
She's fitting wonderfully. Since the moment she got here, the two kids are so bonded to each other. They're just crazy about each other. And we actually, with Oliver, kept waiting for the honeymoon period to wear off, and it just never did. He's an amazing big brother. And yeah, we've all bonded to her, and she's bonded to us. And we don't know how we ever got along without her.
And I think Ms. Kaler alluded to this. She's had some health issues, right? I wish I could order that those would go away. But do you believe that her health makes her a proper subject for adoption by you and your family?
Yes.
Okay. And you've had her to all the doctors and everything that you've wanted to?
Definitely.
Okay. Do you believe that the adoption is in her best interest?
Yes.
And what are you asking to have her name legally changed to?
Sophia Slauson.
Okay, and that's Sophia, and Eliana is Elianna.
Yes.
Okay. Oliver, can I ask you a couple questions? Okay. Are you ready to be officially the big brother here?
Yeah.
Do you know that there's big responsibilities with being a big brother? Do you know that?
Yeah.
It means she's going to watch you and she's going to imitate what you do. So you've got to be a really good example for her. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll listen to your mom and dad and show her what good behavior is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you always wear a tie? Do you always look this nice? Or is this kind of a special occasion? Is today a special occasion?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want to keep her? You want to keep Sophia?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I always get scared when I ask that question. Okay. Any questions from anybody? Anybody here protest? No, okay, that's up for weddings anyway. All right. Court finds it has jurisdiction over the subject matter in the party's hearing. The court takes judicial notice of the court file. Court finds that Sophia was born on October 9th of 2009. She's been placed in the home since October 12th of 2009. Court finds that the agency having authority to consent to the adoption does in fact consent, and the child is available for adoption. The petitioners are obviously of good moral character. They have the ability to support and educate the child and have a more than suitable home. The appropriate background checks have been completed, and there are no impediments to the adoption. The mental and physical condition of the child appears to make her a proper subject for adoption by the petitioners. And without any question, the best interests of the child will be served by the issuance of the final decree of adoption today. All right, Oliver and Sophia, these are the magic words. It is therefore ordered, adjudged, and decreed that the final decree of adoption for the child is hereby granted. The name of the child is legally changed to Sophia Eliana Slauson, and the child shall be and is hereby entitled to all rights and privileges and subject to all obligations of a child pursuant to statute. And I'm going to sign the order, and you may all applaud.
Yeah!
And there she goes again, she's gone.
And one final thing that I'd like to say is, this is Ms. Kaler's final adoption with me today, and it's been a privilege to work with you. If I say any more, I'm going to get verklempt. But I very much appreciate all the work you've done, and you've definitely been an angel. So, if we could give her a round of applause. Let me ask you a question. Do you know how many adoptions you've been a part of?
Oh, gosh. I know 1 year I did 19 in a year.
And how long have you been doing it?
11, almost 12 years. So, yeah, I've probably done maybe 250 maybe.
Well,
So,
thank you so much for all the work you've done and the dedication that you've provided to all these families.
Well,
So
thank
very
you.
much appreciate it. All
I
right.
also thank Lori. She's been with us from the start, and it's just been amazing.
Yeah, let's give Lori a round of applause. All right, Lori, we've got a job for you. All right? this is Miss Sonia, and she's going to have you put the official stamp on this file, okay? So it's a very important job. Sonia's going to come down, and then can I come down and shake the face hands?
And can you take a picture or two with your honor?
Absolutely.
I got a big job for you.
Oh, look at this.
I got a big job for you. Okay, this is the official stamp that makes everything that we just did legal, right? So you want to do that? So this will officially make Sophia your little sister. You ready? Push it down. Push it down. Just push it down, straight down. There you go. There you go.
That's one of the better jobs I've seen on that. All right, come on.